Hey everybody, welcome back to more Duck Dynasty. Ooh, listen to that weird not fitting music. What the fuck? That's not how I thought it'd go. Oh, are you ready for the first race?
Did that say go fast to home?
I think it was go fast or go home.
Oh.
So this is around where I started experimenting with the radio stations because I realized I'd go insane if I didn't.
Trying to get cinematic there?
No, I thought I heard something to my right, like a deer or something, but nothing was there.
Deer don't exist. This game is about ducks.
Frogs exist. Beavers exist. Well, beavers that don't exist anymore because I killed all of them. I fucked them up.
This was the station you decided to stop on?
Look, Brandon, I cycled through those stations 100 times. It's slim pickings. I think it was like
that's what.
84.
That's why there's one that's called. There's one I think that's either called off radio or radio off. I think it's my favorite one.
Yeah. You'll notice every time I hit that loading screen in that exact area, you can see my Discord. You can see my I'm stupid. You can see my DX Story recording software in the bottom right. I don't know why, it shows up. There's a long ass drive. So, I'm gonna fucking rant about the racing in the game. It's horrendous and there are 6 races.
Whoa. You just crash?
I don't know what on. But the races are really fucking difficult and there are 6 of them. It is by far the worst part of the game. So every time I get a new game that I either think is really easy or I'm enjoying on some level.
For the boys. There's an airboat out there for each of you. He wants to see who's the fastest out there on the river.
It's one of the weird soulless people from the kitchen scene.
Yeah, but why does she call you on the phone?
I don't know. So every game I look at the achievements and I'm like, hey, is this something I could 100%? Either because I like the game or because it'd be funny to say I 100%ed it. The thing that disqualified me from wanting to 100% this game was that there are like 12 races in gallery mode, and the airboat is the worst part of the game. I just bonked off nothing. So you're gonna see how bad this controls. I think it's one of those things where it's hard to describe bad controls in a game usually. But I feel like just looking at it, you can tell it controls poorly, and you'll see it more in the race.
You just look like you're skating around.
Yeah, anytime you move left or right, you start swerving like crazy. So what I realized mostly after the first race, but a little bit during.
Son, I can catch any fish in that water.
Let's have a competition. Who can make the most money?
Catching fish?
Catching fish.
They compete in everything. Don't make any difference what it is. Whether it be horseback riding, throwing horseshoes, playing baseball, all that. A knockdown drag out one time over making a couple of pieces of toast.
Horsing, playing with horseshoes, being a horse, eating glue.
Eating a horse.
I like that they're different colors.
Yeah, we customized it. All right, so you can pretty clearly tell what we do. 2 laps. Oh, I think we're going from last to
Did you
first.
just hit a duck?
Maybe. So you can tell what we do. We go through the flares. It's really hard. You can probably tell very quickly the controls are very bad. But you quickly learn, and I learned pretty much right after the first race or near the end of it, is that the winning strategy is literally every time you turn at all, you'll start to go out of control. So what you need to do is start to turn one way and then bank hard the opposite direction and it'll straighten you out. This is required on nearly every turn. Also, everyone else is an asshole. And there's an achievement for doing a whole race without bonking anyone. Every race feels like it goes on way longer than you'd think. A lap is done when you go through the green flares. Oh god. Oh god.
Jace is beating you. Jace is the best brother.
I'll just let you guess if I complete this or not. And I'll have you know he's not the best brother, he's the best uncle. Because he's Willie's brother.
Yeah, he's the best. You don't count. You're a fucking loser.
John Luke, seriously, like, if I didn't go on the wiki, pretty much, I would think that John Luke is someone they
Holy
made up for
shit.
this game. I know, right? That's the first lap. We have one more.
This feels like racing.
Oh.
This
It
feels like
hurts,
racing.
right?
A little bit like racing Boggy in Banjo. Is that his name?
I don't remember. At first, I thought you were gonna say it's like the hover carts in Diddy Kong Racing, and I was gonna tell you to wash your mouth out with soap, because
No.
the hover carts in Diddy Kong Racing didn't suck half this hard.
No, and the racing against the Boggy or whatever his name is in Banjo isn't this bad, but he does cheat by pushing you.
So, what I realize, and you'll really start to notice it when I point it out, more so in other races where there are more obstacles, the rubber banding is very strange in this game. If you get behind really far, they pretty much pump the brakes and wait for you. However, if you have an enormous lead, and I bump into a wall and it takes me about 5 full seconds to get back on track, they'll all appear in a straight line behind me. If you watch not the game but the mini-map, you'll notice all the time, on hard turns, they'll just all pile up in a corner with almost no chance of recovery in under 10 seconds. And they do it so often that you're like, okay, they're completely out of the race. Sometimes the game seems to just teleport them right behind you, like 5 seconds behind you, if you fuck up hard enough.
Huh.
So they cheat like crazy. Oh!
You almost lost.
I know.
Congratulations, first place. Woohoo!
First place in
Woohoo.
your first race ever.
Yeah.
You got some nice reflexes, but that was an easy track. Just wait till next time. See you around.
If it was easy, then why did you lose?
I'm doing 5 more of those today. Oh yeah, there's no road connected to this place, so I have to boat again. So I really hope you enjoy. I really hope that you enjoy Big John over the Luke racing, because we have to do that 5 more times.
Big John over the Luke.
Big John over the Luke racing. You know, big rigs over the road racing. Brandon, you
Bad.
can't tell me you don't remember
That's bad.
big rigs over the road racing. It's just bad. I like
That's
it.
bad.
It took me a second.
bad.
I kind of fucked up the execution a little bit. I was trying to remember what I had thought of at the beginning of the race, because I thought of it, and I'm like, oh shit, that'd be good. And then I never got an opportunity to say it, and then I blew it. The joke's way funnier when I explain how much I fucked it up, right?
It was
That's
a
a-
bad joke. Now
that's
you're
how that
explaining. It's just getting worse.
Yeah.
Didn't you listen to Jace?
It was,
If you
Yeah, yeah, it
explain
was-
the
it
joke
was
or
Jace, yeah.
deconstruct it, it's not funny.
yeah. I was trying to remember if it was Billy or Jace, but you're right, it was Jace.
Jace is the one who has probably the worst voice acting.
Size is really bad.
Size is really bad, but Jace is just like... Are these just lines that they picked up from the show?
The worst is Miss K. Miss K is Willie's mom. She's the... You barely see her. Lady with the black hair. Her voice acting is just atrocious. Like, the blonde ladies is pretty bad. The black-haired ladies is even worse.
Huh.
Cousin Bo, I think, is an actual professional voice actor. He's the only professional voice actor in the game, which probably explains why he's got a bit of emotion. But at the same time, Willie is not an actor, and he's pretty good.
Did you get that sign already?
Yeah, it would have said, hold B to look at sign, and it says nearby sign, if I didn't have it. It's pretty good about informing you of signs and frogs. It is horrible about telling you about treasure. You need to not be in a vehicle for treasure to pop up.
I forgot about treasure.
Yeah, I don't think I get much treasure in the playthrough. I'm sorry to tell you, Brandon, this is not a 100% playthrough.
I'm disappointed.
So I was just looking around to make sure there weren't other quests.
Well, no
as
wonder
well.
you beat it in 4 hours. You didn't 100% the game.
Oh, you're right. I need to go,
There's tons
Oh, that's
of
John
fish
Luke.
in the sea, right?
He's right there. Hey,
He was
there's
about to say
bluefin
something, too.
tuna, There's yellowfin tuna. We're talking about women, Si.
Hey, there are plenty of fish in the sea. Barracudas, hey, mackerels. There's snapper, swordfish, catfish, perch. There's sharks, sushi, cop, corn. Hammerhead sharks, boiled crabs. Hey, stingrays, manta ray, gamma rays. Hey, ray-ban. There's fried shrimp.
We're not naming all the fish in the sea, but the shrimp are not fried. in the
Fried
sea.
shrimp.
Well, hey, you can
Yeah.
saute 'em.
What the
We're
fuck?
not talking about cooking shrimp here. Hey, I done got hungry.
What about all that advice we just gave you?
I caught a good fish. Keeper.
She's right. There's cod, there's snapper, and fish sticks.
Si.
Hey, those things are delicious.
They're not real fish. Well,
They
how many
taste like
fish
fish.
look like a stick?
Just because they're little sticks don't mean they're not real fish.
I think it's parts of the fish.
Oh, my gosh. How about octopus, shrimp, crabs?
Oh, I've had enough of this.
John Luke.
Oh my
it's
God.
Ma'am okay. We're getting ready for dinner, but we don't have any catfish. We're going to need a lot of catfish for dinner.
Catfish are going to be a little harder to find than usual, especially the big ones. You'll need to look for the right spot to fish from.
So this dinner they've been cooking the whole day.
Bet you didn't know your mom knew so much about fishing.
Fuck off. This fucking we have 6 minutes to get 30 pounds of fish. Oh my god. What are they making for dinner?
I thought they were making gumbo.
They have like 70 mallards?
What is that?
What?
Why does the bobber go sideways?
I don't know. It's mean, Brandon. That counted. It wasn't underwater. All it was like a little nibble. It counted. But like, they have like 70 mallards. They have all those fish we caught earlier. Like, what the fuck more do these people need for dinner?
I thought they were making gumbo.
That's just one of the 80 things Miss K is making, Brandon. You don't understand.
Also, I thought John Luke never spoke in the game.
That wasn't the game. That was the TV show. That was
That's
just a clip from the
in
show.
the game.
What's truly the game, Brandon? How do we define game? Wait, this is the part that sounds like it's from Deadly Premonition's dart minigame. This. There we go. Everybody go look up that song. If you just YouTube search Deadly Premonition darts, and it's called like Big River Darts or something, and you listen to it and you're like, oh yeah, I can kind of hear that. How the fuck? Like, I have 4 minutes left to get that. Oh.
I think you just have to pull it after it's past the green of the bobber.
Just wait. I've had it underwater and it said fish wasn't on the hook. We saw that last episode. It gets dumber. The fishing. I swear, to the end of the game, I still don't know the rules of fishing because look at that! What the hell was that? Is it because the green was under the water sideways? Because they gave up on it? Why did that count? That moment right there, I will never understand.
You know, this game does a weirdly good job about like the reflections in the water.
It does, yeah.
That's weird.
To be fair, there's one area in the whole game. There's this map, and then there's the warehouse. That's the whole game.
Man, the warehouse looks like complete shit.
And considering you go back to this lake like 10 times, they spent some time on it.
I don't know if they spent time on this game, like at all.
Well, you know what? I bet you a lot of
They
this
made
game is
hunting
reused.
games.
Oh, I was gonna say, I bet you a lot of this is just reused assets from their other games.
Yeah. Probably.
So this is me remembering, hey, I have other bobbers. Let's get the newest one. So I don't know if the bobbers are actually any better. I wasn't able to figure that out the whole game, if any bobber is actually better.
I would assume not.
Well, the different guns are better, and the different rods are better, and then there's different bobbers. And I didn't really notice a difference. It's hard to tell the difference between, because every single every single fishing minigame you do is significantly harder than the previous one. So, you never really get a great point of comparison. I wish I had some good fishing jokes. Because, you know, I love my insert joke John Luke thing. All I had was John Luke among men, the red hair among ducks for the fishing one.
You know, I'm pretty sure that you're just not funny.
We stayed silent there for a second, so Olive edited in the Oh god.
A vocal transition?
I just really want a way to do that sound effect on the fly and have you hear it.
Keep trying, John Luke. We aren't there yet.
Fuck off.
We're gonna
I
need
have
more fish than
a
that to be
minute
the
and a
right
half to get one more fish. I'm a master
Master caster.
So Brandon, will I do it or not?
A master caster.
Because I'll
You
tell
are
you.
Harry Potter.
I'll tell you now, Brandon, as great as I am at this game, I don't first try every mini game in the whole game. I have at least one failure. Is this
So
going
you're
to
not
be
the
that
real John
failure?
Luke.
Yeah, I'm not the actual God mode activated John Luke. Little known fact, John Luke is a game genie. Man, people now probably don't know what a game genie is. Holy shit, I just realized that.
Well, unless they watch, like, Did You Know Gaming, where they talk about it all the time.
You know, I grew up with an NES, and I had a game genie, and like one of those, like 3 of those cheat books.
Cheat books were a big thing that people probably don't know about. Because they're just like, well, why didn't you just look it up on the internet?
Yeah. Man,
Because you
I'm
couldn't-
probably of the last generation that grew up without the internet. I was in a rural place when I grew up. Okay, Brandon, you have to call it now. Do I win or not? Look at that timer.
You do win this one.
I do?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was having a fucking heart attack at this point. Boom! 0 seconds completed.
See, I
Great
knew
job,
you did
John
it.
Luke. Those
Oh my
fish are gonna
God.
look great on the dinner table.
The ATV is available to use at Phil's house.
Yep.
What the fuck?
I know. I don't even know where Phil's house is.
What caused that? Who's Phil?
Phil's the oldest guy. He's the
I thought
one.
that was Sai.
No, Sai's actually a little younger. Sai's grandpa, so is Phil. They're
Oh.
brothers.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
But
what?
Sai's the younger one by like 3 years. I did research for this game.
You clearly did. Would you watch the show too?
No, I didn't go that far. I did Wikipedia and I did the Duck Dynasty, what's it called? The Duck Dynasty, Wikia. Mostly so I could research to see if Cousin Bo actually existed. To which again, for whatever reason, when I went to the wiki page for Cousin Bo, it was quite clearly vandalized. But there are people who genuinely theorize about whether Bo exists. There's some theories that he's a distant family member who just really doesn't like being associated with the show. And apparently there's some validity to it, I don't know. Believe it or not, Brandon, I didn't go super deep diving on whether or not Cousin Bo exists, but I spent some time on it.
Well, go deep diving into fucking Naruto
Yeah.
and figuring out about Peen and all this kind of stuff, but you won't deep dive into Duck Dynasty?
Let's just leave that as it is. We deep dive into Naruto to learn about Peen. Let's just leave that there, no explanation needed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. This game would be better if we could unlock a motorcycle.
Well, you pretty much just did. An ATV's like almost like a motorcycle.
John Toledo, Luke Conway. Oh, Ride to Hell Retribution. Is it bad? It's probably Stockholm Syndrome that I, to some small degree, miss Ride to Hell Retribution.
That is pretty bad. That club's too short.
4.
Hey, I'm talking about, hey,
Dang, shanked it.
what are you doing?
Hey, I'm working on my swing. All I do is slice and hook.
Speaking of hook, look what your son did.
Awesome.
He
Hey,
did
look at
this.
here. We got a couple of rugged outdoorsy types over here and a yuppie with a golf club over there.
I don't
mean,
like
it's
Phil.
like that game. One of these things is not like the other. I'll let you boys decide which one. The yuppie? I mean, it's a rhetorical question, Si. I've never been any good at quizzes. You know that, Phil. So here I was thinking you boys were out in the
Oh my
woods
God.
teaching my young grandson, John Luke, how to be a Robertson.
We are.
Ha! Let me ask you something. In what department exactly does a yuppie sport like golf come in handy as a redneck?
How about in the hobby and fun department?
No. I mean, it ain't fun enough to be a hobby, and it sure ain't redneck enough to be sports. You
You're
know what
not
I'm
allowed
saying?
to have fun.
Not a clue. Actually,
Fuck
it kinda
you,
makes
you'll
my
be a
head-
redneck like I'm
Well, here,
taught
let me
you.
show you. I'm about to teach you boys how even a game like golf can be redneckified enough to be considered fun and a hobby. Bo, let's teach this yuppie child something about fun.
We're gonna hit golf balls
Come on,
at
John
ducks.
Hop in the truck. Check your map and meet up with us.
Could you imagine if that was the minigame? Master golfer John Luke knocking ducks out of the air.
Are you gonna take the ATV?
You don't like what I like. I don't like what you don't like.
No, I don't.
Fuck. So the ATV is not actually faster, it's just louder and more annoying.
Aww.
Yeah. Do you like that path the minimap told me to go on, by the way? Wanted me to loop around that weird little island thing for no reason.
All-terrain vehicle can only drive on roads.
Yep. Oh, and the rumble in the controller felt different on the ATV.
Ooh.
Yeah. I just drove through a
Dynamic.
tree. I just phased through it. Oh, near sign. Why? Okay, so Phil shits on the idea of playing golf, and they literally own a golf course. This is still our property. You got a full golf course. Maintained golf course.
They must make a shit ton of money to have all this land.
This family is rich as fuck. They own like a really lucrative business, the whole duck call business, and then on top of that, they're like TV stars now.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
You did. Oh.
Hey, the simplest games, hey, they're the best
What?
games.
Here's the rules for this game. We're going to hit a bunch of golf balls onto the golf course. Only you can't let them land. If you keep enough balls from landing on the golf course, you win. If too many get through to the golf course, then we win. Ready?
And if you kill any ducks, we kill you.
And if the ducks kill you, we kill them. So we're teamed up with Phil. You can't shoot down the red golf balls or else your opposing team gets a point. Or rather, it goes towards your failures. It's, if you let one hit the ground, it's a failure. And if you hit a red one, it's a failure. So it's saying here, don't mark the same ones as Phil. Now that advice is wrong. You need to shoot the same ones as Phil because Phil often misses. Phil's a horrible
that's not my
shot.
truck alarm.
Also, Phil sometimes shoots the red ones and it counts against your score. So you can lose because Phil's a dumbass. Now, I just want to say this was the longest 3 minutes of my life. Because they really keep them flying. Also, the red ones are actually just blue golf balls. When they hit the ground, you can tell they're blue. Okay, I hit a red one there because of the spread.
Wait, you're using a shotgun to shoot a golf ball.
Yeah, honestly, it probably would have been smarter of me to use a different shotgun that had less spread. But I just wanted the one that had the most shells because you need to reload so much.
Whoa, what was it, the focus cam?
Yeah, if you just keep aimed at it, it just kind of locks you on. This game has really severe auto-aim. And I remind you, I'm doing this with a mouse. See, Phil just shot 2 red ones and missed the blue one. Fucking dumbass.
Oh, you got a blue one there for you.
He got a blue one.
And another one.
Wow, Phil's really cleaning up.
What a marksman.
I believe at the time of this game being made, Phil was 70. Maybe that explains a lot.
If you're that good of a marksman at 70, that you're shooting golf balls out of the air.
Apparently John Luke's this good of a marksman at 18.
Yeah,
day
he's young,
one.
though. Young and spry.
He's a fucking prodigy. It's why I said, me and Payday 2, John Luke. Because, you know, I'm a prodigy.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon, I can't think of one time I've ever missed. Look, every time I've ever lost a heist in Payday 2, it's because some fucker threw the ammo off the bridge.
I knew you were gonna say that too.
It's my favorite, Brandon.
I was waiting for it. I was just like, he's just gonna talk about the stupid ammo getting thrown off the bridge again.
This is what happened in North Korea. This is what North Korea was like. This is Dick Marcinko's Duck Dynasty.
I don't think your aim was this good when you were playing Rogue Legacy.
Rogue Legacy?
Rogue Legacy.
I'm sorry, Brandon. Did you just think of a good game? Dick Marcinko's Rogue Legacy. Don't tell me you wouldn't play it.
Hole-in-one, literally.
It wasn't a hole-in-one. It was not literally a hole-in-one.
No, it wasn't.
Good God.
Check your map.
Yeah.
You get to do another race.
Yeah. I'm the master racer.
Is he scouring to see if there's literally anything else you can do?
I get to pick between two races. Joyous day. Good fucking Lord. I think the rest of this episode is just driving to the destination. Because it should take about 3 minutes to get there, and there's about 3 minutes
Why
left.
would you end an episode by just driving to a place?
Torture. Torture more than anything, really.
You are the one who chooses these games.
I am. I didn't even tell you what this was ahead of time.
No, you just chose this.
I just want to point out the dedication I put into making sure you didn't know what game it was ahead of time. I named the folder the files were in that game. He's watching it over Parsec with my screen, so he doesn't get to see anything that I don't click on. I put all of the videos in separate folders so that he couldn't see the thumbnails. I named the videos 1 through 7, just the numbers. I made sure any folder I needed open associated with it was named something vague or something that was literally a lie. I have made sure to never show him my Trello page ever where I organize his stuff. Or if I had to, I would delete Duck Dynasty off the list and retype it back in after. I have gone through painstaking efforts to not show you that I was planning on doing this, and I've been planning this for 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm serious when it comes to getting
That's
your
dedication.
genuine reaction. And the genuine reaction was great. It was just you saying, fuck you, I hate you a lot. But that's it for this episode. On the next episode, too many boat races to be fun, which is one or more. Until next time, have a nice day.
See ya.